to stay alive.
Oh, what a long day at work. Time to get some sleep.
As Forest Ranger Brown gets ready for bed, he is unaware of the events to come. Tonight in his dreams, the ranger will be visited by the spirits of the plants. They are visiting him to help answer some questions he has about why he has to respect the plants.
Hello, Ranger Brown.
What? Who's there?
Hi, I'm Rose.
I'm Fern.
And I'm Cottonwood. We're the plant spirits, and we came to visit you today because we know you find it hard to understand why people should respect us.
You're right. I am finding it hard to do my job, to help enforce respect towards plants when I don't even understand why we should be respecting them. So tell me, why is it important to respect the plants? Well, Ranger Brown, respect is important in collecting and using plants because plants are seen as entities with their own intrinsic power to either help and support or deter and obstruct humans in their endeavors. So you mean like producing medicines for us to use? Yeah, like producing medicines, food, and shelter.
Don't forget being beautiful to look at.
Plant spirits, like other animals and human spirits, are attuned to the well-being of their kind. Therefore, it is important to respect us by not taking more of the plant than you need. If you over-harvest the plant, you may upset the spirit of that plant and it can retaliate. Next time you search for that plant, it might hide itself and refuse to show itself, making it very difficult for people to make use of it.
Can't see me now. If you can't see me, you can't use me.
Man, that's crazy, so it's almost like plants have feelings.
Yes, and you can upset and hurt my feelings. And just so you know, the earth is on our side too. The Thompson people believed that flowers, plants, like me, and grasses were the covering of the earth. If too much of us were harvested or destroyed, the earth would rain as it wept, or the weather would be rainy, foggy, and thundering when it was angry. Stepping on a spider may make it rain, but hurting us can do similar or worse things to your day.
So is it the plants that decided if they want to allow humans to use them?
Yes, we plants decide if we want to allow humans to use us. And we sacrifice ourselves and our parts of our plants to the humans. Therefore, you don't want to disrespect us, because we may not offer ourselves as sacrifices for you to use us anymore if you're disrespecting us.
Could that be why the interior Sudaga tree, which produced wild crystalline sugar for the Thompson people, hasn't been seen in years? Yep, that could be why. So where did your spirits originate from? Like all forms in First Nations culture, each plant was transformed from a human. We underwent a metamorphosis from a human to a botanical being, and therefore should be treated with the same respect as one would offer a human.
Some plants revel so clearly and unmistakably in their human-like sensibilities and their connections to distant times that their spiritual kinship cannot be missed. These connections are expressed in mythological stories. Take me, for example. According to a Mi'kmaq tale by the Ko-Yukon people, I was once a beautiful tree woman, not the tree that I am now. Me and a few other tree women, like the alder, were married to a sacred transformer spirit called the Raven. But one day, Mi'kmaq came to us and told us that our husband, the Raven, had died. Me and the other tree women were stricken with such sorrow that we inflicted ourselves with superficial flesh wounds all over our body, so to distract from the pain of our husband's death. As you see now by the deep grooves in my bark, can you see them? grooves in my bark, because when I was transformed from a woman into a tree, they still persist today in the texture and hue of my bark, as it does on all the other tree women who were married to Raven. My dear friend, the alder, cried and pinched herself until she bled when she heard the news. So you can still see the blood-red tears in the form of her blood-red sap on her bark today.
Wow, that's very touching. The spiritual cores of individual plants are not alike. They are distinctive and variable as the outward forms, habitat preferences, and survival strategies. We each have our own creation stories and reasons for how we are what we are.
The spiritual power of a plant and a plant species does not correspond to its size, potential danger, or usefulness. A very small plant may have large spiritual effects on a human. Just because I'm small and harmless does not mean you should not respect me, as opposed to, well, respecting old, wise alder trees and cottonwood trees. And one specific plant may be used for many purposes. Take the Douglas fir, for example. It can be used as a cleanser or a purifier, a food, and the Lilliput people believed it could even be brushed on the bone of a dead animal to restore that animal to life.
Wow, that's busy, man. Another reason plants have to be respected is because they can be used to cure illness if you're respectful to them. For First Nations, illness is often viewed as a result of spiritual imbalance.
Plants are believed to have a spiritual purifying power that impart strength and purity from the plant to the individual, so that an individual will not be vulnerable to evil or profound influences, and to help heal the person's spirit. Cleanliness and purity are powerful aids in prayer and purifying one's house, one's body's insides and outsides. It is thought to protect and offer immunity against disease. Also, cleanliness was considered of paramount importance to one's physical and spiritual being.
Take sweetgrass, for example. It's used to cleanse the body, mind, and spirit. Cedar serves as a protector, and tobacco is a sign of respect to the Creator, and sage protects against negativity. Plants are also used as internal cleansers, like soap berries and Labrador tea.
Don't forget that many plants in First Nation cultures were used as charms for good luck, love, protection, or even as bad luck charms. Those are the ones you didn't respect. Just kidding. Park Ranger, it is important to know that the whole entity of a plant is essential and as important. The existence of a spiritual power embodied in the plant manifests itself in a variety of ways. In addition to being a resource for food, medicine, and technology, the plants have spiritual powers that can affect the lives of First Nations people in positive or negative ways. If the First Nations people use us resources carelessly or disrespectfully, they may not be there any longer. In most cases, it is truly impossible to separate the plant's material and spiritual roles, or its applications for providing nutritional or healing powers. All roles of the plant blend together, so you must respect us if humans want our continued help in life.
Wow, I think I understand why we should respect plants now.
Glad that you do. We should go back now. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
For a plant to stay alive, it needs 5 things